service with you, and I especially want to begin with a story about God's faithfulness and how important it is to have church as part of your life. A number of reasons growing up. My little Lutheran church was a safe place for me. And it wasn't always a big place, in its heyday. I think we had 200 at a Christmas Eve service, that kind of thing. My confirmation class had 4. But it was a big part of my life. And sometime when we go out for coffee, I'll tell you even more stories. But last Sunday, that precious church closed. It had its last service. And my mom, being 88 years old, had been there for almost 60 years. I was 4 months old when they started taking me there. And yes, it's sad. And, talking about a chapel, we have to wonder, is it worth building something if someday it might close? Well, I'll tell you this. The answer is yes. It's a huge part of my life. It changed hundreds of people's lives over decades. And if it came a time where it needed to transition now to be a Salvation Army outpost or something, so be it. God can repurpose buildings. That's just fine. But my life is completely different because that little church existed. And now that the building doesn't exist, people are having to scatter and find somewhere else to go. So it matters that they had that little building. Well, while I was there, one of the things that happened is that the little group that was still there wanted to feel like they were passing on some of the things that had been part of that church. And so this came from my childhood Lutheran church. So they gave this to me, and we now have a really pretty wooden offering bowl that came from my childhood Lutheran church. And there are a couple of other things. I've asked Ruth Ann and Maureen to be a proto-altar guild. We actually have the veil now. You know the veils that go over like this. But they need some attention, I think, before we can use them. So I'm just thrilled that we can carry on the legacy. We are carrying on a legacy. I told people who were there, thank you for providing a church home for me growing up. The church is organic. It continues. I am still continuing to preach the message that I learned at that church. Amen. And I think it mattered to them that I'm here doing this with you. As they had to say goodbye, Mom was the one who locked the door for the last time. Mom and I were the last ones to leave the property. And she'll be here Christmas Eve. And this will be her next church home. Closest thing that she has to a church home. And so this is very, very, very meaningful to me. I'm not going to pray a consecration prayer over it like I would over a brand new altar set because it has been used for decades and it's blessed. But now we take it up. We're picking up the mantle. And in the Spirit, I really believe that some of that anointing is coming here, along with the physical things. And I want you to feel like you've been in some ways commissioned to carry on preaching the same word that I grew up with. So I just wanted to tell you that as you're surrounded by the beauty of some new things